Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another Let's Review. In this episode, the new mech coming out tomorrow, the Huntsman. Usually at this point of the week, or month, I would do a a patch preview for the patch coming out the next day. Fortunately, there has been no announcement or release of the patch notes publicly yet as to what's going on. Normally as well, I would give you a little bit more information about the new mech coming out, as they would usually have a live stream for a couple hours showing the new mech, showing some builds, showing some tweaks to the torso, like the omnipods and all that stuff. For now, the second time in a row, they haven't done that. Really, they used to throw the mech on there and used to be able to, they would show the mech running, jumping, and everyone, about 6 to 8 guys running around, jumping and playing with them and building them every which way and all that stuff, and having a good fun while showing off the new mechs. In the last couple episodes, it's been, well, what kind of builds do people want to see? They build it, the mech, and then that's it. You don't actually see it perform in a big thing. The last thing we saw was the Kodiak. Every mech since the Kodiak that's come out, I've noticed that it's one person just going through different types of builds, and that's it. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it. But then the Huntsman here got even worse. Huntsman, you got basically just a quick little video online. I think it's a 9 or 10 minute video, and that's it. No live stream, no nothing. It's just a 9-minute video. The first part's telling you things you already know, the build, the engine, all that stuff that you can read. The second part was possible builds with pictures with screenshots of mech labs, which to me really doesn't tell me much. It's like, well, why? Why did you put the following weapon here? Why did you do the following weapon there? I want to know these things. I want to become a better pilot as well. So just showing me a picture doesn't tell me why you did certain things the way you did, which is one thing I miss with the live streams, because you hear about why other people build mechs certain ways too, and it's very informative. The next little part of why I'm kind of not as informed with the Huntsman is, I mean, it showed you video in the match. I think it was about 5 to 6 minutes of it of combat, but the build-outs were different than the build-outs that were shown in the mech bay. So that made me immediately go, well, why were they switched? Why were they changed? I don't understand. So normally in the live streams, I'd be able to tell you, hey, this is a mech. This is some builds that look like they work pretty good. Here's the ones that looked like they did. This is the ones that seemed effective during the match. Blah 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 blah. Not so much this time. A lot of the stuff I'm going to give you is kind of me reading and we'll say theory crafting. One thing I need to mention is this mech comes with weapon quirks. It's I think one of the only few clan mechs that are going to have weapon quirks, because I think they stripped the majority of them down. For example, the Prime is going to have ballistic cooldown and ER laser duration quirk. The A is going to have pulse laser range and cooldown quirks. The B is going to have LBX10 cooldown and ballistic velocity quirks. The C is going to have UAC jam chance reductions and LRM spread reductions. The P is going to have ER laser range quirks and SRM quirks. And then the PA, the hero mech, is going to have the missile velocity quirk. And obviously the XP bonus comes to every mech, as long as you don't change any of the pods out. Now, here's the thing. These quirks are only going to stay on the mech if you do not change out a pod or anything like that. If you change out any of the pods, torsos, arms, legs, head, you name it, the mech immediately loses all its quirks. So, there you go. Couple things that I can see are going to be interesting. Is the swap out of pods for this thing and how effective they possibly could be to offset the quirks. Definitely can see a streak bout happening. I'm already looking at one right now, and I can see you can probably put six streaks on one. So 6 streak 6. There you go, another one. Basically, it's going to be another streak crow. Except it's going to be the streakman. I'm calling it right now, the streakman. Then you have laser boats, obviously, with the Prime, and I think it's the other one is actually, no, the Prime will be pretty much the primary. It's got 9 energy. I think the B is going to be the DACA build. It's got 3 ballistics, 2 more than any others. Though, same with all the Omni-mechs, you can swap out pods, arms, legs, torsos, you name it, and build the mech you want to. Screw the quirks. So There you go. So in the pictures here on the left, what we got here is just the different pictures of the different mechs we got here. So obviously we have the whatever it's called, the Nova. Here we have a picture of the crab. Nice little height difference there on it. The next one, if I can bring it up real quick here, is the Hunchback. There we go. Looks really nice. I can see a lot of weapon hardpoints going high on the mech, which to me is going to be really dangerous. And then obviously, last but not least, the Quirks. Overall, I can see this thing being very dangerous, even if you don't keep the Quirks. So you swap out some of the pods and whatever. Streak builds, laser builds, DACA builds, high location builds are going to be a big thing, as you can see in the picture on the bottom right here from the Quirks, because you don't have the Quirks. There you go. Now you have the Quirks. As you can see on the right, it's got that energy in the flamer, I think, in its left shoulder. You can actually put two energies weapons there in each torso, depending on which mech it is. Overall, very dangerous mech. I have the sneaking suspicion it is going to be. I look forward to it. I personally got the Prime, the A, and the B to see how they fit and see how they feel. And worst case scenario, always get 2 mech bays and get the other ones. We'll see. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be live streaming when the Huntsman comes out to try it out. Until next time, see you guys then. Bye-bye.